That's why it was.
Look at that! I'm the first non-Brazilian person to travel backwards through time.
Correction, Homer. You're the second.
That's right, Mr. Peabody.
Quiet, you.
Well, apparently I lost my Instagram feed, so I got to go back there.
It didn't like it didn't what did it didn't like the title or just
Didn't like the title. It didn't like what I was doing, and all of a sudden, Grillo popped up on it, and I was like, what the-
Grillo popped up on it.
Grillo popped up. Grillo popped up. Oh, curious. It won't let me change the stream key.
Yeah, it's a nasty bitch.
All right, I'm gonna remove that destination. Hi, everybody. Welcome to whatever today is, Wednesday, March 12th.
Yes.
And we are we're live as we always are, Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays, to give you the best, the best,
Only the best.
only the best of Howard Stern. And yeah, so it was an interesting show today. Oh, look again. That's so weird. I went back to
Is it because did you change the title to what I told you to change it to?
No, I did not. I didn't do anything.
What? It's Howard Stern in the big world of cat food and sneakers.
Yeah.
And what's so offensive about that?
I told Mo to change the title to "Great Show for Me to Poop on."
Not necessarily sure anybody would have understood that, but okay. No,
Yeah, they would.
I didn't do that.
There's people over 40 that
Who
will
doesn't
get
love
it.
Triumph? By the way, are these croutons too loud?
What?
Oh, that's what that was. I thought you were actually like chewing
my bone.
on wood. I'm
What are you
sorry.
doing?
Oh, sorry. No.
What are you doing? What are you doing, sir?
Croutons.
Sorry.
What do you have? A Caesar salad there? You got Caesar?
I have kind of a Caesar salad. Yeah,
Yeah.
He's a creature of habit. He has the palate of a 12-year-old.
I do.
Our Xavier.
Actually, I would say more like 7-year-old.
Mo, show us your refinery. It looks beautiful. What refinery? What are you talking about?
A refinery.
I'm wearing a Yael Agruzel top, which is a vintage top from like 1994 or something like that, because I save like really cool tops. I'm wearing a Gucci necklace that my girlfriend gifted to me because she doesn't wear Gucci. So I took possession of it and it's mine now. And that's it. And then, of course, I'm wearing my fabulous Rag and Bone sweatshirt pants, which are they're just sweatpants. They're just sweatpants. And these aren't even real pockets. The pockets are on the side. And these aren't really pockets because there's nothing going on. So that's what I'm wearing. And I'm wearing socks that say, ready? Okay, here we go. I actually wore these out tonight. Hang on. If you can read this, bring me wine. That's what I got tonight. I love showing you guys this stuff. All right,
I just saw someone say that Stuttering John hates Triumph and Spiegel because he actually thinks that he stole his act. While they are both ambush insulting interviewers.
John
The
doesn't have me.
is that Smigel thinks on his feet, where John, which was hysterical, no shade, he was reading stuff that Fred and Jackie gave him.
Yes.
So there's
I remember the
throw the shade. It's okay. You can throw
yeah,
shade.
throw shade. Who cares?
No. Look, hey,
And what
you
brand
know
of
what? I got
glove are
credit
you
where
wearing?
credit's due.
CVS or Rite Aid? Dennis,
What?
what brand of glove are you wearing tonight? CVS or Rite Aid?
No. It's
It's the Sopranos edition from Walgreens.
No. It's like comfy flex.
Yes, I am wearing underoos tonight. That's what I always wear. Now, just so you know,
But I am wearing a oh God,
new t-shirt.
well, no, my 426 My
Oh, we can't see it. We
426.
can't
so-
see it. We cannot see it.
Oh,
No.
there we go.
No. Up. 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 There we go. There we go. There's our man. Yes, just so you all know, I always wear nude thongs. That's my go-to.
Holy shit! So do I.
I am
Oh my god!
Oh my god, me
I-
too.
I am wearing CVS brand Depends undergarments. Not because I'm incontinent. I'm just really fucking lazy.
Is it because they're comfortable on your ass? Do you have a little cushion?
They
It's
do.
laziness.
Little pushing
Yes.
cushion?
Yes.
He doesn't want to have to. He doesn't want to have to like go to the bathroom.
Hang on, wait, hang on.
Are you showing?
Okay.
Oh, you're pooping in your pants? Are you pooping in your pants right now, sir?
AB.
Baby.
Thank you, Coliseum. Panty shot deserves $4.99. I'd give you a better panty shot if you gave more, but you know that's
Hey-o.
Hey-o.
Hey-oh.
Hey-o.
All right, so let me hold on. Let me do this. There we go. Let me mess my mind up and have it so I'm backwards, but my shit is not.
All right, so
See, now you can read it. Now you can read that. Wait, now you can... yeah, look at that. Wow, I'm all fucked up.
all right, here's what's going on tonight, just so you all know.
What is going on?
I'm a little sick. I
I'm
started
a little drunk.
last night. I started getting a little tickle in the nose and a little sore throat.
I'm a
and
little bit rock and roll.
I'm a little bit country.
I didn't get to have a good sleep last night, so I'm a little bit tired. I do not want to do a 2.5-hour freaking show.
Yeah,
So-
no roller coasters. And we'll
No
be
roller
okay.
coasters. We're gonna try really hard not to digress tonight.
Sure.
And I can only blame Xavier on the digressions. So, yeah, Monique got measles. Yes, I did. I never had measles actually, because you know what? I vaccinated as a child and I was good. Okay. And I got the shingles shot. So now I won't get that either. Okay. So let's start with the fun stuff that's going on tonight. And it would help if I shared it. SiriusXM makes new round of layoffs.
Oh, you saw this article I found.
Benjamin, rest in power, Monique. Say hi to Fold 47. That's really fucked up. But I don't know where he is. I'm just kind of curious as well.
He's fine.
Layoffs primarily impact the product and technology group within the operations department. So let's just say, hold on. Let me put on my readers and let's read you this article and see what's going on. SiriusXM has made cuts to its staff. On Monday, according to a spokesperson, the number of employees affected wasn't disclosed. The layoffs impact the operations department, primarily the product and technology group. Oh, you mean the ones that were responsible for that amazing app that gave us so much?
Yes, they fired them.
Delivered so little.
Yes.
They are part of the SiriusXM new strategic focus announced late last year as the company continues to adjust its workforce based on the needs of the organization, because they need 70 people on the Howard Stern show
Whoa.
to run 9 hours. They need
You realize that's one of the things that's going to get slaughtered, right?
I know, but just think about it. Just think about the fact that they're laying off 2% of their workforce, but none of them in the Stern Show organization, because again, they're so
Not yet.
stupid. They're so stupidly run that they think that
Stupid.
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 But wait,
But-
quick question. Since Howard has his own production company, which in essence gets a big check from Sirius, to which he hires the powers. Are there any actual Sirius staff
Yes,
members?
all those
that
people
do
are
that?
serious employees.
They're all serious.
They're serious. They're not.
They're not Howard Stern
for-
employees. They're serious employees.
Ah, okay.
Their insurance, their 401ks, everything is paid for by Sirius. SiriusXM has undergone many changes over the last few months. The most recent round of layoffs come about a week after the company named executive Scott Walker as its new chief advertising revenue officer, where he replaced John Trimble, who's retiring after 16 years with the company. 16 years, not a lot for retirement, but okay. Walker assumes the new role when the company is at a crossroads. SiriusXM was spun off from its parent company, Liberty Media. We have discussed this ad nauseum in September. Its revenues were down 3% last year to about $8.7 billion. It generated roughly 20% of that revenue, or $1.8 billion, from advertising. That's the reason they're going after podcasts, because they can own the podcast rights and own the advertising, because
Yep.
that's where their money is. for
Unlike with Howard, where
Exactly.
he owns a piece of the advertising.
with the bulk of its sales coming from subscription service. The company has around 33 million paying subscribers, although it lost a net almost 300,000 subscribers in 24, according to public filings. I have a sneeze coming. I am sorry. I'm going to put myself
You want me
on.
to read the rest of this then? In 2023, it launched a streaming app that cost $9.99 per month, but moved focus away from the product last year after it failed to gain momentum, instead doubling down on its in-car customers. So basically, the technology was garbage that
Yeah.
actually is the future, and
That's
they're
right.
going back to the past, which is dead.
New Coke.
Yes.
And I highly suggest that anybody who really wants to hear where they thought the future was, go back and listen to me and Dennis live streaming the exciting new to come SiriusXM promotional thing they did last year. It was really a shit show. And actually, you know what? We should revisit that because I don't think any of it came to fruition.
Nothing came to fruition.
Other than
Everything that they
that.
talked about failed. Everything absolutely 100% failed.
Total failure. Jeremy Harrelson says there has to be something in the SiriusXM bylaws that says Howard and his staff are under Stern's jurisdiction, even though they're a public company that pays them. We know Gary at least gets paid from ads. Yeah. No, 100%. But they're still their 401k, their health plan, all that stuff.
All right. So this is the way it works.
He's
Gary is a Buckwall client, so he has a contract with SiriusXM, like
Robert
Robin
Wood.
and Fred and Benji and
Hello.
and
John.
Howard
And John.
and John Hine. So they actually are their own little companies that they just get paid a lump sum by Sirius, and they do their own insurance and whatnot through their own little thing.
Sorry.
The rest of them are actually employees of SiriusXM because Howard didn't want to pay them, and this is just staff for his show that Sirius is providing to make the show happen. Unfortunately, that's going to change.
So
They're going to
question,
get fired nevertheless.
Abe
Yes.
Brazil is asking who took over the Buckwald business. So basically the way it worked is that Howard himself had two agents. He had Buckwald, and then he had associate of Buckwald's, because that's who did the day-to-day stuff, because Buckwald was, in his 80s. He was getting up there. So, his heir apparent, I guess, took over, not to be confused with his daughter, who took over the LA-based portion of the firm. I do not know who is in charge of Robin and John and Gary and Fred.
Well,
I'm sure
Gary, we knew because it was his
no,
agent.
in terms of agents, in terms of who
I
their
know.
agent is now.
I know, but Gary's agent was the one that started the whole Hulk Hogan thing
Yes,
with Bubba.
Right.
That
That's
was
exactly
Gary's agent that caused that.
That's exactly right. Yeah, you're right, Michael, that the Howard deal for 100 million isn't that Howard gets 100 million every year. That includes production. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Correct.
That includes salaries,
That's why-
production, returns, everything.
That's why production is almost zero now.
Here's another delicious headline that came from Reddit. SiriusXM crashes 8.6% as ad sales collapse. Layoffs and subscriber losses shake investors. Solid Pop writes, I guess the Guitar Talk isn't selling subscriptions. You are correct, sir. You are correct. So yeah, Sirius is having a very bad day.
You mean his 10-minute read for Skechers isn't bringing in more ad revenue?
You're so cute.
10
That was like
fucking minutes.
That was like 22 minutes worth of Sketcher. 22 minutes. It was absolutely ridiculous. And you know what? I didn't even record any of it because who cares about?
I know, but it was horribly embarrassing for old man shoes.
Yes. And then I just want to go back really quickly. Hold on, because don't think for a second that while we're sitting here doing our pre-show prep that we don't read all of the shit that's going on in the chat section.
We do?
Yes. So yes, Benjamin. Yes.
Wow.
Okay, you fuck. Yes. I wonder if most paintings tonight made 1970s black chick with a huge fro and no top. Yes. That I painted that today at Paint and Sip. That's exactly right.
On velvet?
On velvet. Duh, naturally.
The Nubian princess.
Nubian princess on velvet, of course.
That is definitely not Olga Mike Brum. No way.
That's definitely not Olga.
I've seen what Olga looks like. You haven't.
Right. The voice.
So to put a button on this, is it just like the Buckwall people are like I'm a little confused. It seems like there's 3 tiers of employment there. There's Howard Stern,
yes,
and then there's the 112 people,
yes,
and then there's the Sirius people. Is that accurate?
No. So everybody. Okay, I think the way it works, for argument's sake, say we were a corporation. Us three.
We're a corporation. Okay,
Let's
I
just
get it.
go with RadioGunk LLC.
Ooh, what are we gonna call ourselves?
RadioGunk LLC. And so
Boo.
say Westwood
Snodgrass.
One. Say Westwood One wants to pay us $1 million to do this show from your mouth, right? And so then what happens is it's like, okay, so then Dennis and Xavier are employees now of Westwood One, but
Okay.
their salaries come out of your million. So you have to deduct whatever their salaries are going to be, plus their health insurance, plus their 401k deductions. That all comes out of your nut, and then
Yeah.
you get the balance. And that's the way it works with Stern. So you would be employees of Westwood One, not of RadioGunk LLC, but RadioGunk LLC would control the monies that gets parceled out to you guys. That's the way that works.
Okay.
That
Because
makes
I
sense?
thought for a second that there was like, it just seems a little convoluted with the.
It's not. It's just really super simple. And like we said yesterday, he's run kind of like the Pentagon. If he doesn't use the, he has X amount of
familiar
budget
with, like,
for decoration,
how that works,
modeling, guests, etc., goodie bags, all that shit. All that shit is a percentage of the total amount. Maybe it's 1%.
Because I thought for a second, like John and Baba Booey are always doing something. I thought maybe like they even had like a third party entity, like a corporation, like something that would be like the National Association of Monkey Boy Lazy Asses, or NAMBLA for short.
We're going to talk about that momentarily because somebody on Reddit did a great recap of what was said on the wrap-up show in terms of, Howard ever leaving.
Do not despair. Be true to your feelings. Times will change. Your oppression will end. Well, if you're a man, be safe, be brave, and above all, be proud to be a boy lover.
Okay, there we go. So,
Do you think Michael Jackson heard that and got ahead of himself?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, so let's start today's shit show. There is a couple of things I want. We talked yesterday about whether or not we could do a compare and contrast to Call Your Daddy and what Howard does. And I happened to notice, I probably did not pull it. Shit. There was a whole thing about, hold on, I can pull it up really quickly. There was a whole thing about Millie Bobby Brown today and why she's kind of upset about here. Millie Bobby Brown hits back at tabloids that say she looks like she's 40. So my face grew. You knew me since I'm 10. What do you want me to do? In the latest episode of the Call Her Daddy podcast, the 21-year-old Stranger Things star told host Alex Cooper that the press loved to go in on me with certain things, including saying that I look a lot older and pointing out changes in her British accent. So it would be very, very interesting to do a compare and contrast to Millie Bobby Brown. I just know that in the news today, Call Her Daddy was kind of trending and Howard Stern was not. Also, he still
come on. They didn't want to pick up on him talking to Tan Mom.
He still did not put up anything on Lady Gaga, which is kind of curious.
Really? So Stephanie has nothing online yet.
Well, maybe there's some sort of contract thing. I don't really know.
What, for an album no one wants?
Let's go to Stern
She
Show.
needs all the help she can get.
Yeah, no shit.
Bobby Brown, I'm getting a whole party of five vibe from that chick. Her career trajectory.
Yes.
She's gonna be like Jennifer Love Hewitt or one of those other broads that did the most minimal.
But
like,
she married a Bon Jovi.
So what?
She and he have
what
to worry about is what I'm saying. They can do whatever
so what? No.
The rest of their lives and not have to worry about a single.
No, she's gonna be basically Sarah Michelle Gellar.
She's
hot for a second. The second the show's
Sarah
over,
Michelle Gellar still looks pretty good for her age.
She does. She actually, I thought she did a good job in the Dexter reboot. But I mean, what else has she's actually
not
done?
much? No, not much.
Still married to Freddie Prinze Jr.
Yes, they are. They've had a long, successful marriage.
Because
and
media, that's
Howard owes Freddie money or some shit like that. Remember,
Yes.
When they came in, they made a bet, and Howard said, "Oh, you got to be divorced in a year or whatever." And so let's make a bet.
That's
And
what Sue M just said. They'll be divorced in 2 years.
Yep,
Yes.
I remember that. And yeah, he owes them money.
Yeah. Well, that's not happening.
The thing is, but put a point on Millie Bobby Brown. No, she looks strikingly old. I'm sorry, honey. You could try to defend it all you want. You look old. I mean, you're 21 years old. You shouldn't look like that.
Yeah, and she's been working a look that doesn't really look.
Because when she's 30, she's gonna look kind of
She's been doing
good.
She's been doing this Ivanka Trump hair thing that looks so bizarre. Like this whole outfit, this is horrible. Honestly, between the hair,
You know, if you didn't tell me, I would think that was Ivanka Trump.
right?
I mean, and she's a lot older than Millie Bobby Brown.
Well, she's dead, but there's that.
Well, I
But
know,
then-
but she was when she was. I mean, she was a lot older.
Look, that's the
But
look.
Jesus Christ, she was in her 40s when she had that look.
It looks dowdy. It looks frumpy, and yes,
Well, when
everybody.
you're in your 40s, that's okay. When you're 21, no.
Not so much. Still look cute. It's you need to look cute for as long as you possibly
Exactly, because what's her name? I can't think. The redhead.
well, you know what?
Who looks 100 years old, but she's like 32.
Here's the thing. She already got a Bon Jovi's.
Lindsay
so-
Lohan.
Lindsay
you know-
Lohan.
Yeah.
I'm getting the Lindsay Lohan fucking vibes from her now.
Read.
Well,
What do you think, Xavier?
Well, as far as her
Ivanka
look,
Trump, not Ivanka. Sorry, Ivana.
she caught a Bon Jovi. She doesn't have to worry about her looks anymore.
That is true.
It's like,
Dad,
you know what? You know what?
No.
She bought the cow. She bought the cow. No more. She couldn't get the milk for free.
All right, let's start this shit
But
show.
by the way, at what point was milk ever free? I'm just saying.
By the cow when you get the milk for free.
Yeah.
You could just go steal the milk from the cow. And go, and
Who
walk
does
away.
that? Whoever. At
You
what
Back
point-
then, way
Hey,
back then.
Hey
Back
guys,
then, you can squeeze
let's
the
go
get the milk and be done. Nobody would go to
let's
Pfizer.
go smoke some meth and go over to the Jenkins farm and. get
How's
some
not
milk
going
for
to tell
free.
you that Xavier squoze my titties and got some milk out of me? That's not going to happen.
Exactly. Cows are not whores. They don't talk.
Yes. Yes.
Exactly. All right, let's start the show and see where it takes us. Okay, so today, here's what we got. We got a lot of talk about the kitty litter incident from the day before yesterday. So we're going to talk about that a little bit.
Kitty food.
Maggot cat litter, or the maggot cat food. So I have probably more than enough clips about that.
Yeah.
Then we're gonna a lot of stupid callers,
A lot of fake, stupid
a
callers.
lot of fake shit, and then of course we have Triumph the Insult Dog.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Rick the
poor-
electrician. That is besides the point about if you own the cow, and of course the milk is free. But
No, it
if
isn't.
you don't, why buy a cow if you can get the milk for free?
Well, how would
Exactly.
you get
And the milk ain't free from the cow.
Yeah.
You gotta
I mean,
feed that bitch. You ever
the
see a cow
chicken-
eat?
The chicken, you can get those eggs for free. I get that. Why buy the chicken when you
Well,
can
that's
get
why
the
he's Rick the
free?
electrician, not Rick the farmer.
The milk? You got to put like a little can underneath them. You got to squeeze the titties. You got to udders. I
Yes.
know the titties.
Oh, it's like.
Have you ever
this, yes.
done that?
Yes.
Have you, Xavier? Have you ever milked a cow?
I've only touched a cow once, and it was consensual.
She mooed yes. Her
Yeah.
eyes said no, but her moo said yes. Exactly. Okay, the first thing I want to do though before we get to this, and I want to thank Melanie for sending this to me last night. If you remember, we were talking about the break that he took during the Gaga thing. And
Yes.
so I'm going to really quickly play you the break that I heard on the replay of the show so that you can hear what that sounded like. And then I'm going to play you the replay as it sounded yesterday. And it had a lot of us thinking, was he live or was he taped and then came back and became live? So okay, so let's play the intro, what it was. Hang on a second.
Play in front of you.
Yeah, he's also
don't care how-
married to my makeup artist, Sarah. So we're like, we're all one big
Oh.
happy family over here.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. All right, listen. I'm going to take a break, give you a second to, set it all up. And then we'll be over at the piano.
Okay.
That sound right? Okay.
Yeah, you got it.
All right. Lady Gaga, everyone.
Thank you.
Howard's interview with Lady Gaga coming up next.
Right. Then he went into the stupid Nine Inch Nails thing, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So I haven't heard this yet, but I queued it up. So let's take a listen to what actually went on. Okay.
Yes, it is quite different from that.
Yes. All right. My volume may be a little off. I'll fix it as soon as I start playing it.
You're all to your inspiration, and then you're kind of curating the melody. Yeah.
Just let it go.
Do you ever have days where you're in the studio or wherever you're writing and you go, everything I'm singing sounds the same. It's like the same melody over and over again. Like switching it up is hard too, because you think, well, there's infinite amounts of melodies you could go to, but how do I come up with them? I mean, it's got to be hard to just break out of the mold and come up with something completely different.
I wouldn't say that I always gravitate towards the
it's hard to fast
same
forward this, so just to bear with us.
melodies. So
right.
When I'm writing, I always tell people that writing music to me is listening to music, because I'm listening to what's in my head when I'm hearing a chord progression or hearing a track. And so for me,
This was the energy she had
for
the hour and a half.
Hang on, let me get to.
Holy shit! I mean,
his questions are so fucking shitty.
It's really
so to me.
Let me keep going. Hang on. Sorry, I thought it was cute.
Songs begin. Are you particular about the piano?
Oh, shut up.
Yard, and when he proposed, you thought it was a.
Okay, keep going.
We were talking.
Okay, keep going.
Right.
Oh, here we go.
I'm around with anybody who's second rate. I mean, I would not.
Just bear with me because you just have to hear this. Okay.
How'd you find him?
I mean,
all right. Yeah.
I've worked with Tim for a really long time. I mean, we've probably played together at least 15 years.
Your hairdresser is his
Shit,
girlfriend.
I can't imagine that audition. I'd be nervous as fuck to play in front of you.
Yeah, he's also married to my makeup artist, Sarah. So we're we're all one big happy family over here.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. All right, listen.
Here we go.
I'm going to take a break, give you a second to, set it all up. And then we'll be over at the piano.
Okay.
That sound right? Okay.
Yep, you got it.
All right. Lady Gaga, everyone.
Thank you.
Howard's interview with Lady Gaga coming up next.
Hello, I'm Morgan Freeman. The following is a poem entitled Winter, written by the great Ronnie Mund. Winter
so random.
Leaves on the trees.
Okay, I'm gonna go. Just
Just like 1 minute later, because this was 10 minutes.
Yeah.
It was 10 minutes of break.
Proximity. He may have scabies. Yeah, now I had scabies. I got myself cured.
You don't need 10 minutes to walk 15 feet to a piano.
Good morning, everybody. It's the AM edition of Swamp Shop. The question for the day is,
yeah, this way, screw up.
what was the last show you binge watched? For me, Cheers. Good morning. Happy Wednesday. You're on Swamp Shop.
My name is John Hine.
Yes. What do you have? What do you have to buy, sell, trade, or give away today?
When did the Dukes of Hazzard
How do they
jump the shark?
not all know that this is a?
Because it's actually
Good old boys, never meaning no harm.
That is a good one. That's
because what they're doing is they actually call and they talk to him and then they edit this in later.
You know,
Boss Hogg, who owned the town, couldn't stand those Duke boys messing up his plans.
Yeah.
you, John.
Do you have anything you'd like to buy, sell, trade, or give away?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
The true star of Hazard County was the General Lee.
Thanks
This
so much
went
for your
on
call.
and on
Really
and on.
do appreciate it.
Orange
Okay, move
Dodge
on.
that the
Let me
Dukes adorned with a Confederate flag on its
Get a
roof.
copy of what is. Just go ahead a minute.
It's hard to scooch, so just give me a second here.
Because they screwed up the last bit, they screwed it up. Oh, you go back now about 30 seconds.
Okay.
Yeah, so they play a Robin song out of nowhere doing the news. When Robin does the news.
Robin keeps the show together. Keep me fucking down. Robin keeps the show together. She's got really nice boobs. Keeps the show together. She makes Howard better.
You're killing me.
Hold on, this is key.
Robin keeps the show together. Happy birthday, Robin! Happy birthday, Robin! Happy birthday! Woo!
Howard's interview with Lady Gaga coming up next.
And then what?
Oh, that's it. This is that was it. Maybe I'm thinking of a different break where they screwed up because they were really bad. But the Blobbin song was so weird. Is when Robin does the news. Yeah, you and Ralph know this song really well. Really well.
I thought it was going to be more for us. All right, let's start the show.
But they did all that for her to walk over to a piano.
Yes.
Hey, Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Robin. Good morning, gang. Yeah. You look very good today, Robin.
Oh.
Look extra. Look very thin, also. Are you losing more weight?
I'm always in an attempt to.
Yeah, I think you're doing it.
Yeah, miss 18,000 mile steps a day.
No, you know how she does it the old-fashioned way with cancer.
That's really that's not nice.
No, it isn't. But we never said we're nice.
No, there's no nice here. All right, so let's get into the. This is a great time. Let's get into the maggot conversation. Now, we talked about it yesterday. We decided that they were ordering from Chewy and that it was a very simple fix to just, let Chewy know that you got a bad batch or whatever you guys did to make a bad batch, whatever happened, and that they would replace it. That's pretty much the end of the story. But apparently, so you guys were a little bit wrong because you were like, now he's saying that it was an Indian guy and first it was a black lady. And
no, he used the black affect yesterday. Yes, he did.
No. What you're getting wrong is that they called back again yesterday. So the first call was the day before. This is a new phone call.
Oh, okay.
So it's not.
So there's a new fake phone call that never happened. Okay.
That's exactly right. Here we go.
All right. This time he didn't want to go black.
That's right.
The worst part was I lived in an apartment, and when the worm.
This idiot is telling us that she also had.
Yeah, she got worms. Yeah.
But just listen to this, okay?
They turned into flies.
Into flies.
Please throw all of those out or your house gets infested.
Yes.
All right. Thanks, Jennifer.
2 years to get rid of them.
Okay, it took you 2 years to get rid of flies. Flies have a lifespan of 7 days. So the fact that it took you 2 years to get rid of maggots in your cat food.
That's what she read on her script. Easy on her.
When flies have a lifespan of like
7 days.
It's like 5-6 days, right? Something like that. It's like total idiots. So then that, of course, brings Howard into his customer service conversation, which of course we need to know about because this is just.
So I didn't know where we were going with it because we had complained we ordered the cat food from a service that mails you the cat food because we get so much cat food because we have so many rescues and everything.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So last night Beth says to me, I'm still pissed off about that cat food situation. We had 2 full bags full of maggots. I said, yeah, I spoke about it on the air, but I didn't give the name of the company. I don't know. I feel strange about not giving it out.
Why do you want to blow that
But anyway,
up?
Beth goes, I'm going to call the company directly. She goes, I said, well.
What company? Which
yeah,
company?
we're going to get a number. So we looked it up on the
Let's go with
website
Purina.
of the company. Big company.
Yeah, all right.
And so Beth starts calling, and immediately she's on hold. This was about, I don't know, this was late in the day, though, but immediately.
Sure. So why don't you wait until after 5:30 to call a fucking company that you know is pretty much
but
gonna
Monique,
close
this
on
is so
fucking
cute.
call?
Monique, this is so cute.
I know.
This is so cute. That honestly, anyone in a major manufacturers, they have support that's there very late at night.
Yes.
They're on East Coast time, so they're set up for even West Coast callers.
Yes.
Second of all, they handle shit like this, like where problems with the food a lot. This is not something new. They have a protocol. it's very simple
And they
because
took
the worst thing they can do is make a problem because bad things happen when you do that. So they're very compliant. There's never a fight with them. They're always very good.
You are 100% correct. That's right. They're wrong.
Immediately was put
That's
on
right.
hold.
Yeah.
And she had to pee at one. She was on hold so long. She had to pee at
She was on hold so long. She had to pee at one point, and watch how long. She was on
point.
hold.
I had to
You
get
can only
up
carry your phone around
stand
with
there
you.
while I'm on hold because we didn't want to lose our place in line.
He had to get up because
Wait.
she's on her wired phone. Why couldn't she just pass the
Who
phone?
does that?
I don't even
Who
understand
does
what
that
phone
still?
she's using. I don't know. This whole farcical story.
I don't want them to have
all
my
right,
phone.
so
I'm famous.
here's the other part of this story that is so farcical. All right, if it's so bad, why isn't there a post on Stupid Graham about that batch of food that you're so worried about other cats? Because your Instagram is there to save lives. You actually say that. It says that on the top. That's there to save lives. Not one post about any bad food. Not one post about anything else.
He wants
Nothing.
to blow up the fucking company because of something that could quite possibly have been their fault. Let's just be honest.
Wait, if there was, it would be their fault. If it's true, it is their fault. It's not the company's fault.
Hey, Dennis, this is Beth. Fuck everybody else. Fuck those other cats. You got your answer?
Yeah.
Cavallo Grande.
Thank you.
Finally, like I'm talking about 20 minutes in. Some dude
20 minutes in, but she had to pee so bad because she was holding so long that he had to get up and take control of the phone situation whilst she went to pee for a 20-minute hold phone call.
picked up the phone on Beth and then starts like he could barely speak English.
Of course.
And she's describing that we ordered tons and we decided we were going to drop my name because sometimes that'll work.
You
guy-
know what this? Wait, stop for a
I
second.
mean, this guy was
So this is, once again, I posted it in the thread this morning on radiogunk.com/forums/Howard Stern forum. That this is a, I am famous flex. That's what he's trying to show. I am so famous.
Who I am.
You know who I am, flex.
We say
Even
that.
though
The move would have been to call their personal weatherman to have them call the
Yeah, don't you know who I am? Exactly.
Yeah.
I tell you when there's a hurricane.
From
Yeah,
another
you're calling
country.
another country. You're
I
not
don't know
even
what-
calling the United States.
I don't know. We might have been. Well, let me tell you the whole story before you jump to
Because
conclusion.
it's so important.
So Beth's
Yes.
on there, and I can only hear her side of the conversation.
Naturally.
And I just wanted her to come back to the couch.
Because
it was
it's so
after dinner.
important.
It's our time
come
to
back
just sort
to
of
the
sit and
couch. It's 5 o'clock. Come back
relax
to
and
the
look at
couch.
Instagram, lady boys.
I
could
can't. I cannot. I cannot with these two idiots. Here, if
It
you
gets
need
better. It gets better.
You know it does. Here.
No, I know it doesn't.
Just
So,
you need a visual.
all right. So, I asked a pet care professional about rabbits eating cat food.
He talks about
after the stare I got, like I was insane. It's basically, if you want rabbits to have absolutely projectile diarrhea, yeah, give them that. That is literally the worst thing you can let a rabbit eat.
First off, her rabbits are tremendous.
They're herbivores. And if you give them that type of level of protein, because cat food is high in protein, because you know why? Cats are carnivores. They're primary carnivores. Their main diet is meat and insides of animals. Rabbits don't do that, except killer rabbits, but that's a whole different story.
By the way, the sound of cats eating wet food is absolutely nauseating to me. And
My cat does that. My cat still eats like a little kitten. Puzzle. She eats like
Puzzle. Yeah, Puzzle gets a pass. I'm sorry. Puzzle
eats like that.
Here, you ready for the idiot Instagram Stupidgram? Here.
What the heck is going on in here? Steven's eating cat food. Cocomelon's eating cat food. Hi. Sunny Buddy's eating Petunia
how
scratcher
huge
bed.
that fucking
Miss
bunny is.
Petunia's watching everything.
How
Looks
huge
delicious.
that cat is.
The rabbits look delicious.
How huge those rabbits are.
You could feed a family of 4 with that. And is it crapping right there? I think crapped right on the rug.
All right, let's continue because customer service needs to, you need to know. So here we go.
I could probably shortcut everything and just give the name of the company and blast them on the
Why
air
would
for
you do
having
that?
maggots in their cat food.
Why would you do that? How do you know it's not your fault, you fucking moron?
Well, the fact that 20 people would hear his complaint, I don't think that company is worried about that.
Yeah, I don't think they're worried about the 20 people.
It's just so stupid.
But and then we have rabbits, and our rabbits like eating the cat food. Like we just have it down; it's kind of free range, and
Listen to this.
they enjoy it. And then we found out rabbits can die from maggot-related issues because maggots carry certain diseases that are, and rabbits are particularly vulnerable. So now,
name one, name two.
And what's going
They're
on?
calling
They're
they're calling the vet
Okay.
to find out whether or not some idiot on Instagram who told her, your rabbit shouldn't be eating.
The thing is, the vet should tell them they're a fucking asshole and stop having the rabbit eat cat food because you're going to kill the rabbit.
Yeah.
End of story. You're going to kill the rabbit with the cat food.
If you're a vet and you're pulling 6 figures from these two chumps, you're gonna tell them whatever they want to hear.
That actually is very.
Well, they bring him in all the time sick.
But here's the thing I find to be amazing from this whole thing. It's like, okay, and customer service. If I called and said I had worms in my dog food, I know it's probably because I opened it up, I put it into the bin, I probably left the crumbles of whatever's left over like on the bottom and then poured another one on top. So all of a sudden the shit that's on the bottom is probably like 6 months old or whatever it is. And, it might get like mites or something like that. And then you have to take it all out, vacuum, throw it away and call it a day. So we don't know that it's not her fault, but the fact that she's so adamant about the fact that Purina, whoever, needs to make a major recall of food based on her 2 bags of food that they didn't even keep the bag so that,
Yeah, that's the other part of this story that's kind of farcical because this happened only 2 days ago.
2 days ago.
Okay, so if you have now anybody with an IQ above a loaf of bread knows that when you have a product that is bad, you get rid of the product, but you keep at least the packaging IDing it so you can have a conversation about what was in that bag. You don't need the bag. You get rid of everything and keep the numbers, the lot numbers.
No, the lot numbers, the stock number, the batch or bin number, whatever it is.
Yeah, that's kind of important information.
Yeah, and guess what? If this was an issue, they'd probably hear from 5 or 6 other people. Let's be honest. I mean, nobody really notices this shit until it's too late, but who cares? But the fact that she thinks that it needs to be a major recall, like a fucking car recall for her stupid maggots is laughable.
The other thing is that if they are getting from Chewy, they're probably playing the rescue card and they're probably getting it deep discounted or free. One of those two things. So it isn't even about getting money back because honestly, they're not really paying any. I mean, they may be paying shipping on this at that. I'm dead serious. That when you do anything with rescue, they will literally do that for that type of thing. And I guarantee that it is doing that. Guarantee.
Yes, Helen Rose, you're right. Beef wants to know if they told all the stores and have them call her back. They'd likely wish she just wanted her money back. Yeah, no shit. It's just, you know what? Any one of those customer service people was probably like, okay, we heard you. Yes, there were bugs in the food. No, but you need to know it was maggots. Okay, sure. Whatever.
Yes, ma'am, we heard you.
Sue M. Doofus is wearing the bag. She's
Reddit
affected.
said it's Tufts food. Do you know Tufts?
Don't really recommend it. I've heard of it.
Tufts. Tuft and Paw. Really great cat food.
Don't really recommend. Yeah, no.
Curious. Is this wet food?
It only feeds dry food.
Yeah, see, no, this wouldn't be correct because these are individual boxes.
No, it's getting either getting like Imes or Purina,
whatever,
or something. Yeah, something that they use for rescues. That's the level of food it's getting. I mean, it's not getting. It's not getting like veterinary prescription level food.
Maybe the wet food is, but they're definitely distinctly talking about dry food.
It is. This is definitely dry food.
All right, so the final clip on the cat food. Here we go.
got on, and she
That's
was
correct.
getting blow off big time. So Beth goes through the whole story and the maggots, and then she goes, my name is Beth Stern, and my husband and I, Howard Stern, the radio personality.
Ah!
Well,
wow,
All of a
fucking
sudden,
tone change.
all of a sudden.
The woman goes, because Beth had said to her previously, "Would you like my phone number?" Because she even said to the woman, the American kind of sounding woman, she said, I'm not looking to sue your company. I'm not looking for a free bag of food. I don't want to be. All I want to know is, can you call me back and tell me, is this situation, are you going to notify the stores? Or are you going to notify?
Why?
Who the fuck are you notifying? Who are you notifying? Who are you notifying? Who?
Customers who might have bought this lot.
And what, are you the only person that notices white crawling things in your fucking food?
Of your food. I'd like a follow-up.
Why?
So this woman was
Who the
blown
fuck are
off.
you?
She was not. She goes, no, we don't need your number. Don't worry, ma'am. We take care of this. We will look into it, which means they're not going to do jack shit. Well, then she goes, yes. And my husband, Howard Stern, the radio personality, and I do a lot of cat rescue. And she goes, let me have your number. Let me have your number.
Wrote it down, threw it in the trash.
Like demanding the number now. So she gave her personal phone number. We didn't hear anything last night, but we're waiting to see if we get a call.
You're not going to hear nothing.
Oh my fuck! Can you imagine?
If
This is
they
the most
don't do
exciting thing that's
anything,
happened to them in
release
years.
the company.
They don't do anything.
So people can check their cat food. I will do that.
I'm going to release the name because then he said, because, our show has power,
It does?
Yeah, he said that. We have power.
We should check the Lady Gaga record sales next week to see how great they're going. I bet they're through the floor.
The fact that he had the audacity to say that his show has power is just
that's actually delusional or comic.
Yeah, that's why J-Lo just ran to be on your show.
Oh wait, that's right. No, J-Lo went who? Oh fuck
Schumer.
No.
So then he just randomly cuts into
this was really bizarre about White Lotus. This was you could actually hear him turning the page.
Yeah,
I mean, this was so fucked up. And then when we play the clip and you're going to show the picture, I want you to hear what he says and look at this girl.
Yes. And you know what? Yeah, she does have a little bit of goofy teeth, but that's
let him say it though, because
makes her special. All right, let me just get a good close up of her so that
yes,
you appreciate. Yes.
You
may all appreciate her. Give me a second. Hang on.
Got a little bit of a pouty lip thing there.
Yes. A little goofy. She's a little goofy.
Not a little. No, it's not goofy.
It's cute. She's a little goofy.
Yeah.
She's got a smoking bod, but she's a little goofy. All right, here we go.
I was a busy boy catching up on White Lotus. And now on Instagram, I don't get lady boys anymore.
Yeah,
All
bullshit,
I get
bullshit.
is the chick with the big teeth on White Lotus.
Big teeth.
The big teeth.
You watching White Lotus?
Big teeth.
Oh. Well, if you were
Big
watching, you know who I'm
teeth.
talking about. This chick's got major fucking teeth.
Big
teeth.
Gary?
Yeah, Gary doesn't have teeth compared to this woman. Your parents shouldn't say that you're a reflection of them and everything, but let's face it, we all judge the
I went to the
parenting.
next. I went to the next clip.
Hold on. Yeah, could we get a picture? Oh, actually, I have one right here. Let's talk about teeth, Howard. Let us talk about teeth, Howard, and big fucking teeth, Howard. Why don't we talk about some fucking tombstones, Howard? There we go. Look at those fucking tombstones. Those are some big teeth.
Yes.
Look at those things. I mean, Jesus, like a xylophone in his mouth. Making fun of that cute girl. That's a xylophone.
Turning back to the food for one quick second with Helen Rose weeping with Jesus while eating cashews. AI says NSAL uses Rachel Ray's Nutrish cat food, if we can trust that. But here's the thing. Apparently, Rachel Ray sold Nutrish for a shit ton of money. So I'm not necessarily sure that that's the food source anymore. But yeah, this girl is like cute, but not in his world, obviously.
With his giant choppers.
Has he
Put her
seen
back
his
on.
wife
Put her back
lately,
on.
bro?
Yeah.
And has he seen his daughter yapping away on YouTube.
No.
He really has the nerve to freaking
he has
be
balls.
goofing on.
I mean, those are
some broad.
She's a
go-
cute girl. She's a
Yeah,
cute girl.
Whatever.
So then they started talking
her
about
teeth fit in her mouth at least.
Yeah, they are kind of goofy. They are like bunny teeth.
She has a little bit of bunny teeth, so it's kind of
Yeah,
cute
but
on her.
have you seen Beth smile lately, bro?
Oh,
Yeah.
Beth has 60 teeth in its mouth.
So in White Lotus, the kid who plays like
How old is this kid? By the
girl?
way,
I'm not really sure. So let's see. Hold on. Yeah, I went to the wrong thing. Sorry. But there's this dude on it who is Arnold Schwarzenegger's son.
Yes.
And Walton Goggins, whom I love. He's amazing. He's just an amazing actor. Amy Lou Wood, she's the one with the goofy teeth. Michelle Monaghan. It's a great show, by the way. Highly recommend. I'm really into it already. Okay, so hang on. Let's see where. Okay, Patrick Schwarzenegger plays a stuck up asshole named Saxon, and he's like, I hate when people's kids are like assholes, and Robin's like, well, he's probably not an asshole, he's just acting like one because he's an actor, so that's what they do. And then he comes out with this. I'm dying to know who this is about, but here we go.
Your parents shouldn't say that you're a reflection of them and everything, but let's face it, we all judge the parenting by the kid. And I am like, I know a couple who are so fucking like classy, super cool. Like, I love this couple, but I will not hang out with them because their kid is so fucking obnoxious.
Okay, hang on, and we find out that it's a young kid,
and they don't see it. I can tell they don't see it. The kid's a vomit. The kid's a dick. It's a little kid, and the kid's a dick.
It's a little kid, and the kid's a dick.
Maybe he's scared.
He should do that with Cody and the
Cassidy.
Other yeah,
the dick.
So you know what? Maybe the kid is scared of the giant Frankenstein monster.
Exactly.
I mean, if I was 5 years old and I saw that, Jesus Christ, I'd be terrified.
Can you even fucking imagine?
Now, who do we figure this is?
Who
has young kids still?
Jimmy.
Jackpot. Done.
Yeah.
Jackpot.
The only one I can think of that has
the Kimmos.
Young
it's
kids,
the Kimmos.
Right? Yeah, I think.
I mean, who else is he hanging out with?
Exactly, it's the Kimmos because everybody else doesn't have young kids.
Yeah, that's it.
Ooh, someone should let Kimmel know.
Yeah.
Yes, Jimmy, your Howard thinks your kid is an asshole.
Yeah,
a little prick.
One of them is.
One of the littlest one is a prick.
All right, so let's move on. No, the littlest one is the one that had the heart defect and everything. So maybe
but he's healthy now. Maybe Howard thinks he's an asshole.
Or maybe he's talking about the 40-year-old son there.
No, I like that, Miss Beaverhausen. That's right, Billy Joel. I forgot he has two.
Oh, that's right. He has the one that looks just like him. Poor thing.
Yeah, well, both of them.
Two, yeah. Such a shame.
Alec Baldwin, I like that too.
Well, he has so many of them.
How can you choose? How can you choose?
He has a brood.
How can you choose which one is the asshole? All right, so let's
wait.
Move
Jimmy
on.
Fallon has little kids?
I don't know.
Who knows?
Well, A. Brizzo said.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know about them being young though, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, the thing is, he hangs out with Fallon, but he doesn't hang out with Kimmo.
Yeah, well, but they come to the house with the kids.
But they didn't come this year. They didn't come this year.
Not yet.
No, last year I meant they didn't come last year. They went to Italy instead. They did not stay at Chimneyville.
Thank God. All right, so then he comes out with this really ridiculous story, which I had to do a deep dive into. So let's go into this really.
I had to go to a special doctor to rebuild my mouth because as an adult, my entire mouth collapsed. My teeth started hitting into each other because I never had braces.
Right. There were too many teeth in there. It was your jaw wasn't large enough to accommodate all those teeth.
And my doctor goes like, why didn't you get braces? I go, my mother didn't believe in them. He goes, I've never heard of that. What do you mean? I go, she thinks it loosens the teeth. He goes,
yeah, it's funny because my father too did not believe in braces. And And he always used to say to me, I love your smile. You know, you're going to ruin how cute your little buck teeth are and how cute your smile is if you get braces. And I cried and I was like, I don't understand. You know, I think I really need them. And of course, as you all know, I didn't get them until I turned 50, which was fucking
Yeah,
ridiculous.
you had your Full Metal Jacket.
Full Metal Jacket, but I loved it. And you know what? It's so nice. And I had to lose 7 teeth to get this fucking smile. 7
Really?
goddamn teeth.
My dad just, when I asked my dad about bracelets, he said, "You know what? You're so fucking ugly. No one's gonna notice your teeth."
All right, Howard.
So yeah,
Yes.
the whole face, his whole mouth collapsing.
So I asked the question. I asked the question, can your mouth collapse? Yes. Tooth loss can lead to what's called facial collapse, where the jawbone shrinks and your facial structures, including around the mouth, appear to sink or sag. So when I took a look at it,
Yeah,
it
that's
really-
like the really old people that you see. You know, the nonas that are sitting there fucking
But that
making
looked like
gnocchi.
what Howard's chin used to look like. That's what he looked like. He literally had like facial collapse. I mean, but this looks like, honestly, this looks like a meth head fucking old lady.
I don't know. Have you seen some of these old ladies in Italy?
That's true. That's true.
They're like 100 years old. They end up there.
And their faces collapse. Yeah. So I guess that could happen.
It didn't happen to him though. He was like 40 years old. I don't.
Yeah, and he just wanted his fucking chiclet white teeth to.
He wanted those. Are they implants or are they veneers?
I think it's a combination of both. Honestly, he has both because I think
you don't.
I think the fronts, because these teeth down here were so fucked up. They were so
Yeah,
crowded.
they look like fucking vampire teeth.
So I
Well,
think
remember
be
his first time on the air after getting his teeth fixed, he said, "Oh, I used to have the front of my teeth bonded."
Bonded, right? Bullshit.
Yeah,
that was his
implants,
and no one was allowed to fucking talk about that shit.
Yes, he had a full reconstruction done on his teeth over the summer. All right, then I'm sorry, I have a sneeze. I'm gonna put myself on.
Achoo!
Gotcha!
Okay, you're all assholes. I hope you vomit. I hope you vomit wherever you're sitting, and you're all assholes. All right, so let's move on. Yeah, I didn't record any of this, just a little piece of it, just so that you could hear dice versus female dice.
Oh, Jesus wept.
It's as bad as you. It's as bad as you would think it is. Honestly, it's as bad.
No, it's worse. It's worse than you can think it is.
Hey, this broad queefs, I'll tell you, she kills the plants in her fucking house. She's a fucking animal.
It wasn't you too.
Hickory dickory dit, you should be sucking on my clit.
Oh. What a match.
Why? Just why? Why did we deserve that? Why? Why? And you know what? Best of all is that the dice puppet came in 3 times today.
Oh God, it was horrible.
3 fucking times. He brought the dice puppet in. The guy with absolutely no talent and no material. That is a deadly combination. He had both.
The thing is, it'd be cheaper just to get Dice to come back in the studio.
Well, the thing is, you can just ask Dice. He's not doing anything.
He's not doing anything. But isn't it great? His whole business model is he ghosts people that help him get to where he is, and then years later he has someone do the impression of them.
It's amazing, yeah, because he can't get the real person in, because nobody wants to do this fucking show anymore, including the Whack Pack. I mean, they just
they gave up years
like
ago.
Gilbert, he ghosted all these fools, dude.
Rest in peace, there, Gilbert.
Yes,
Okay, so then we get a phony phone call in, who of course sent in pictures prior to the phone call, and so I guess this is a package of a fake phone caller. But
Yes.
here's her bullshit story.
What a match. Anyway, what was I talking about?
Nothing.
Oh, cat food. All right. Yeah, I
Yes.
covered that. Yeah. Yeah, I'll let you know what happens.
Seriously.
Hi, Kelly in California. You're on the air.
Wait. Stop for a second. Stop. All right, everybody. It was 7:29 Eastern time when she called in. I mean, it is 4:29 in California. Now let's set this up. That means she made this call like at 4:15 in the morning.
Right.
Just let that set in for a second. That this person is on the phone at 4:15 in the morning.
What scintillating information must she need to impart to us at 4:30 in the morning, you may ask? We will tell you.
I have a question for you because you are the master. I was
like
just
that.
wondering. I was just wondering if you think that I could be hot enough to make a career out of like doing MILF porn.
MILF porn.
MILF porn.
MILF porn.
So you're telling me that
Let's just finish. It's only 20 seconds.
Okay.
Having an OnlyFans.
You got a sexy voice, I'll tell you that. I don't know what you look like, Kelly, but you mean you're prepared?
I sent Jason some pictures.
I sent Jason some pictures. Yes.
Oh, you did?
It's Jason. It's Jason's bit. Okay.
Jason, did you
And
get pictures? Oh, here they are. Oh, you're an attractive woman.
Yeah, that means she's not cute. Let's be honest. So that went on for like a half hour.
So
does he think that everybody's stupid? That
yes, he does. As stupid as he is. Yes. Because honestly, you're telling me that this person contacted a podcast behind the double paywall and was set up to do a phone call at before 4:30 in the morning, her time, to ask a 71-year-old grandfather who has no idea how the internet works if she can do MILF porn on OnlyFans.
Well, the premise is preposterous. I mean,
yes,
it's essentially like one of those casting couch porns, you know? It's like,
much, yes.
It's stupid. Oh, do you think I'm good enough to be in porn? Bro, you go any porn site on the top right that says upload video. There you go. Send it to them. They will let you know immediately.
Everybody.
Yeah, well, duh.
No, but let me call Howard Stern.
And then they went into like a stupid thing about hair porn, right? Was it that?
Yes,
something?
they went into hair porn.
Hair OnlyFans or some shit like
some
that?
British chick that all it is like with her hair. And I'm just thinking to myself, first of all, how did Sal find this?
Wow.
And I'm like, is Sal the only one watching this? Because that is fucking. I think that is
fetish for everyone, I guess, right? I mean,
yeah, but I mean, Jesus Christ, that makes feet stuff seem almost normal. Jesus wept.
I think feet. I would like to do a feet OnlyFans. I need a penis volunteer. I would need a penis volunteer, but I could certainly paint my toenails like really fancy colors and do foot fetish. I'd probably certainly make more money than doing this fucking shit. That's got to be.
Well, yes, it is
Right?
easier for broads for that. Yes, but
yeah, but that's saying you make more than nothing is not really saying a whole lot.
That's true.
Good feet. See,
You do have nice feet, but it still doesn't turn me on. There's nothing about feet that turn me on.
I know.
It literally no. It
I
just
know.
no. They're just
I mean,
they're
everybody
there.
from my fucking tattoos, but that would be
Here. Let me read to you.
That's makeup for that.
Mo, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Here are the categories: hairless, hairy A. I won't finish that. Hairy Asian, hairy Japanese, hairy lesbian, hairy mature, hairy P. You know what? Hairy teen, 18 plus, and hairy hand job.
okay. I don't have scary long. Okay, maybe they are kind of long. Okay, fuck you, Rick. Asshole.
No, I'm just saying. Okay, so where's this hair?
I don't know. We don't know. I didn't.
We don't know. We don't know where it exists.
We don't know.
They had audio clips of it,
bro.
So
these people
it's somewhere.
They're the perennial jump out of a boat, miss water with everything they do.
Yeah. Okay. Then we get another phony phone call, which this one was actually more fantastical, if you can believe it. Yeah, I just got to the good part. So here's another caller. Came right after this one. Here we go.
Used to an older guy who comes inside me. This was like, Howard, there was sperm everywhere. Talk about ropes. Richard would have loved this. It was in my eye. It was in my hair. It was on the dashboard. It was on the mirror. I'm like, I am not dating younger men anymore. There's just way too much sperm. This is like freaking insane. It was like everywhere. I could barely see out the window. So I don't think it's like a thing for me.
All right. So all I kept on thinking about was Dangle's video he sent in, and the what was that puppet movie?
With the silly string?
Yeah, what was it? Something Murders.
Well, the confetti. With the silly string.
The silly string. That's all I kept on picturing when I heard this farcical story, and I'm just sitting there going, "You got to be kidding me!" No, this.
She's telling us that she's in her mid-40s. She met a guy that's in his 20s, and they hooked up. And after they had their date, they were on their way home, and they were sitting in the car. And she decided, since she didn't want to have sex with him per se, she would
Give him a hand job.
give him she would jerk him off in the car. And that was her response, is that, it was so much sperm. She can't even understand how
She couldn't see out the window. She couldn't see out the window.
It was everywhere.
It was everywhere. I mean, literally.
Sperm murder scene. Exactly.
Yeah, and she kept on using the word sperm, which is really fucking weird. I mean,
That was really weird, right?
that sperm is not a
It's not a word people use, and it doesn't really
no.
make you feel like you want to hear it again, to be honest.
Yeah, no, that's not really a word that's used. So I found that this was, I don't know whose fantasy that was trying to fulfill, but Jesus, come on.
It was Happy Time Murders.
Yes, the Happy Time Murders. That's literally what that sounded like. It almost sounds like they watched the show and they made an entire bit.
Yes.
On they just had this girl basically recreate that.
Yes. So disgusting. Okay, so then he's talking about again, we go back to guitar play, we go back to his regrets in life, we go back to him being, young and not learning guitar, and of course we go into this because really, get the fuck over it, really.
I think the spirit was taken out of me at a very young age, and it's taken me a long time to get back to it. And by that I mean, I was in no condition to learn guitar, to learn to paint.
Why?
I was trying to survive a very bad situation.
Why?
And so,
he's on the Channel 9 show playing guitar. What the fuck is he talking about?
I don't believe in my entire life I had anyone who said to me, "You're smart and special."
Ray said that all the time.
Over yourself.
Wait. So I actually, during this, I said, the funny part is that he was a father to 3 girls. This shouldn't matter because you are a father to 3 girls.
Right.
What are you telling us about how you treated them? Obviously, you treated them pretty shitty.
Love and adoration to your kids. That should.
It doesn't sound like there was any love or adoration
as a child. That should make up for what you did not get as a child.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like that happened. And it's really it's sick because we actually have audio from the 80s and 90s of his parents calling in and talking about radio stuff with him and talking about things in his life, talking about his kids, talking about this and that. And his mother actually saying, "No, that really never happened. You're making up a lie. Why are you telling such stories?"
Yes, of course.
So, he's going to be 72 years old. Just fucking stop already. Stop. It's not funny. It's not even entertaining. It's not salacious. It's just sad.
And it's boring.
Yes.
He's become boring. He's a boring man. Let us not forget that he was in a band when he was like 12 or 13 years old.
Yes.
And he played what? The keyboards, the drums? What did he play? I can't even
He played the keyboards.
He played the keyboard. So he actually
Electric Comic Book. He was the keyboardist.
Right. Okay, let me Google that so that we can look at it because
they played was it Electric B or no Psychedelic B.
Here we are.
That was their hit.
Yes. Okay, let's recall the child who had nothing. Right? He had absolutely nothing. So
not encouraged, nothing.
Come play with me. I'll give you a silver nickel.
Now, I'm going to believe that the keyboard was his. There's
Absolutely.
a saxophone in the back that somebody else plays. And then here's a guitar that somebody plays. So not to be confused with this, drummer plays the tambourine as well. I bet you this guitarist also plays the sax. And I bet you this piano dude plays this fucking guitar. So don't bullshit us, Howard.
Yeah, I know.
Do not bullshit us.
He's been playing guitar most of his life.
Yes.
Poorly, but he's been playing it most of his life.
Yes. And not well, but...
Yeah, poorly. But I mean, this dude, that recording you're hearing, his dad made that recording.
Oh yeah, probably.
His dad did that recording.
That same drone.
Because his dad bought him $100 tape recorder in the 60s.
Yeah, I like that. Just
$100 tape recorder in the 60s. And then Howard did this and his dad actually cleaned it up. And that's why you have that still today, because I mean that was done in the late 60s.
Yeah.
And it was preserved because his father was an
1967.
audio engineer.
1967.
I understand it, but his father was an audio engineer and made it last.
That was Jerry Dickowitz's bar mitzvah.
All right, Jerry Dickowitz.
You Dickowitz.
You Dickowitz.
Yeah. Okay, so a lot of regret going on there. Then he's actually amazed by the invention of the guitar, and
this was all right. This was literally like licking window bad. I mean, seriously.
Yeah, it was.
If we could just listen to his description.
Yes, it's kind of amazing. Here we go.
Yeah.
Look at the absurdity of it. Like some dude somewhere in time invented, like, let's take a piece of wood and stretch some strings over it. And now, I mean, it's not like it's something that grew in nature. It's just some guy, like, with someone, like,
He
when
saw
they
a couple
first
of pieces of things and he put it together
Yes,
and
Robin,
it somehow
that's
made a
exactly-
sound.
Yes, Robin.
yeah, and some guy goes, I'm going to call this a guitar, and people should play it. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And then people spend their entire lives devoted to it. And it's just some kook who was out in the woods, who chopped down a tree and put a hole in it.
Yeah, that's exactly how that went. So here's a picture of a guitar, if you can see it on the right-hand side, which actually they were lutes, back in the day.
Yes.
It didn't have the bass and the depth.
Or a
of
sitar, or there's a sithara.
For sure. This is from 1399. So there was a lot of antiquity to
How
guitar.
about the one from the sithara from 9th century?
It is kind of yeah. The electric guitar obviously was something that was more of like a 1940s, 50s.
Wasn't that Les Paul or something like that?
Yeah, Les Paul figured out how to make that.
But in Spain, they were doing guitars in the 1200s. And people knew that if you put what was it, like goat skin or cow skin or something, or cow guts onto something, it would make a different kind of sound, and people were desperate for something that made sound other than
So here, 1850, they took all the previous ideas and they made what we consider a modern guitar in Spain.
Correct.
It wasn't in the woods.
That's right.
It wasn't like he chopped down and put a hole. He literally had something to work with, and he just perfected it.
That's right.
That's how inventions happen there. 69. That's how things happen. 69. It wasn't like some guy just saw a piece of plywood and put a hole in it and then he made a guitar. That's not the way it works.
Oh darn! There goes my hopes and dreams.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm assuming like the sitar it just evolved from that, right?
Yes.
Yes, of course it evolved from the sitar.
A big
They're all
stringed
the
instrument.
same family. String instruments are all part of the same family, basically.
Yes.
And it's just a matter of the depth of sound that they get based on the depth of the hole. There were those old ones, like weren't lutes kind of like rounded in the back so that it had a really like deep bass and things like that.
Yeah, and they were smaller too because of the roundness of the back and the shortness of the strings.
Yes.
So it balanced the sound out.
That's right.
Hey, Howard, that's on.
Horrible. All right, so let's move on a little bit and go to. So a guy called in. I don't know. Fucking guy called in, and he wants to know that if Howard does leave at the end of the year this year, will he be doing something amazing for his last show? Will there be a great send off? So I have two clips relating to that. So let's go to that right now.
That on your last call, when you decide to sign off, if you would consider doing it for the fans from like Radio City, Madison Square, possibly. And
I'm thinking of that. Actually, Pablo, you're not off base. I was thinking my contract is up in.
How do you not know this?
December.
This year. Yeah.
Yeah, end of December.
Yeah.
Oh, Robin, you said that. Robin called me like a year ago and said our contract was up. I go, Robin.
I know. I was like,
What do you?
do we have to work?
Wow.
You're the last person I'm going to ask if my contract is up.
Well, you couldn't figure it out either. You had to call somebody.
Idiots. And then, so he decides he's going to do a big send off if he does, in fact, decide to at the end of the year. But don't tell anybody. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, I was actually talking with the crew in our weekly meeting, but like a month
monthly
ago,
meeting.
and I said, you know, what about the idea of a big send off? And like, hey, and then if how about this? In December, we do a big show, and we don't know if I'm going to stay or leave.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. Serious, you better give him $1 billion immediately.
Surprise. He may never come back.
Yes.
So this I thought was interesting. This was from Reddit today. And this was John and Gary wrap-up show thoughts on the end of Howard Stern's show. So let me read you a couple of
Is the end knee?
Is the end of the world as we know it. Gary said if there was one planned final show in December, he does not like doing it in like Madison Square Garden because that doesn't translate well to radio. So he suggested a smaller place like the Beacon or the Hammerstein, etc. Because we just did this when he turned 60. Gary said in his head he's always had big acts in mind to land, which would be to draw all the little acts. He said as executive producer, he has like 6 ideas in his mind for this. You ready for the delusional? Gary said anything big Howard does has to involve music. He said he would look into getting bands like Bruce, U2, and the Rolling Stones.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, he then said he would also love non-traditional show names like Dua Lipa or Taylor Swift. Gary then said the final show would be a big opportunity to book someone who has never come on before, like Brad Pitt or Timothy Chalamet.
Oh, of course. That's what he's waiting for.
Right. Gary
Yeah,
said
Timothy Chalamet, yes.
Gary said he would need a lot of time to plan it. And for example, for Howard's 60th birthday bash, he had to fly out to LA in order to ask Jimmy
To see his
Kimmel.
girlfriend.
to host that party. Then from there, he started to book people, and Sirius also gave them a good budget. John said if this December party idea is to announce Howard's retirement or if it's to announce that he's coming back, celebs are not going to want to miss it. They're going to want to be. Gary said he likes to think that they would do a final goodbye dinner with just the core staff and then head out and do a final killer show. John said what the fans love about the Howard Stern show is you get Lady Gaga on one day, Tan Mom the next, and then Howard talking about cat food. It's always a variety of topics. Gary said what he loves about their operation is that they're just going to finish out how they want to and not give a fuck what anyone else says. John followed by saying he thinks the fans are going to be happy with whatever is given because Howard always thinks of his fans first. Then callers,
piss on my fans.
This is the best. This is the best. Then callers called in. One said Howard should do a final scene of coming down again as Fartman. One said the final show should be at the Sphere in Las Vegas. One said Howard shouldn't do a final show. Just one message that says I'm out. One said we need final months of shows in order to bring old guests back. One caller asked John and Gary what their plans are if Howard retires. Gary said he would like to retire, but he wouldn't end up retiring. He does not have a plan yet, but he's working on that. And listen to their delulu. Gary also said if Howard does retire, he thinks the channels will continue to go on at Sirius and they would still be important enough that they would want him to stay and handle it.
Wow.
John said he would also like to stay and work on the 2 channels with Gary, but if that isn't an option, he'd like to do something in broadcasting, either sports or something similar.
That
Yeah.
is fucking delusional. Like, I mean, seriously, that's Delulu, baby. I mean, wow. I mean,
all those artists are just waiting for that phone call from Gary.
I mean, Mick Jagger.
It's like, hey, Larry, Edge, Adam, I know we got to cancel that Wembley Stadium gig because we got to go play Zanies for Howard's last show.
Right. And then the Edge says, who?
Exactly.
Yeah,
oh my God. Like Mick Jagger. Hey, Keith, remember that weird American we spoke to? Yeah, he said it was a show in December. We want to go do it. huh?
This is a funny cartoon. I don't even know where this comes from. Hold on. Let me just show it because it's here. I don't know what this is. It's a GIF.
Oh, that's funny.
That is great. Some good shit on that.
And pretty accurate, probably.
Extremely accurate.
All right. So then Triumph the Insult comic.
Yeah, all right. So poor Robert Schmeigel. I mean, Jesus, this guy is basically at the bottom of the food chain now. I mean, literally, he is. He's like one step away from being on street corners.
He's
with a
kind
hat.
of- yeah, I kind of think of him as like Yucko. Like just
No,
kind
don't
of
insult Yucko. At least
periphery
Oh,
of
stop it, both of you. Jesus.
No.
really?
He was funny today. I have a couple of clips.
But I mean, honestly, though, in the food chain of entertainment, he is literally like a
He
step
doesn't have to
away.
work, bro. He got paid off when Conan got paid off.
Oh, did
So
he?
he
Yeah,
actually made bank.
He's made, yeah, he's just doing this for shits and
So he
giggles.
doesn't need to do shit anymore. Okay.
And he doesn't. Not for a
That makes me
while.
feel better. So he came in. We don't know when. We don't know when. There's
Yeah.
no.
So
video of
so
this.
the best part about this is that they said it was random, and then Schmeigel goes, "Yes, they had to run out and buy cigars because when I came in, I didn't have any for Triumph, so they went out and got them." So that's really not. That's totally random. Like they had them. They knew that he was coming, so they can. And he's like,
So
"Yeah."
I love how he goofed on everybody. So I have a couple of clips about that. So let's do it. Here we go.
Richard and Sal's office. I'm very excited. I'm going to need to sniff my own balls to get the scent of here out of my nose. All right, sir, what is your name and what do you do here?
My name's Richard Christie. I do prank calls.
Okay, is God pranking you with that voice? Tell me, what do you produce here beside the bacteria on your teeth? You look like you were bitten by a radioactive Christmas ham.
You look like you were bitten by a radioactive Christmas ham. Love.
For you, Sal, is jerking off in your bedroom considered working from home? I'd say so. A very interesting fact about Sal. He believes he can contact the dead. Yes. Have you spoken to your job prospects? Oh, look. But little Steve Nowicki is here in Richard and Sal's office. What is it you do here?
I'm a writer. I do impressions. I make
Oh,
puppets,
yes, impressions.
yeah.
Right now, he's working on one called Guy Who's Comfortable Making Eye Contact. It's not quite there yet.
Oh.
Okay. JD, which I love because, fuck JD.
Oh yeah, triggered.
Yeah, triggered here.
J.D. Harmeyer, who is kept in a glass booth. Excuse me, where do I put the quarters in to make him dance? Anybody? I feel like Jodie Foster talking to Hamburger Lecter. You see, because you eat shit. Okay, I'm inside.
Okay, this is classic because you know that he reads the shit that goes on Twitter for sure. Here we go.
I'm inside the booth with JD. He's hard at work. He's a media producer, which means he records TV for a living. So you're kind of like a VCR, but with less personality.
Okay, and then wait, do you have the picture of JD because you know how much we like it?
Hold on. That's
You guessed-
it's a second away.
It's
It is, of course, always a second away.
just a second away because
Ah,
this is the never forget picture of JD.
Yes, hold on one second. Right. Processing.
And you're gonna have to tell me that he doesn't listen to our show or something on fucking line. Sorry. Waiting. Processing.
Why? Hold on. Give me a second.
Processing.
There. Oh, there we go. Now I got it working. Yes. Yes.
It's so
Here it
funny
is.
because
Here it is, baby.
How much time we spend just to put up a disgusting
Suck
picture.
in, baby. Take it all in. Take it all in.
This animal.
Take that all in.
Scraziad with your man tits and your fucking fleshy belly of whiteness like a fucking manatee. Disgusting animal. Oh my God. Did we lose Dennis?
I think we did.
Oh my goodness. Yes, it's a real picture. What happened to Dennis?
My my fucking computer went, what the fuck? And it actually did that on purpose.
I thought you were Xavier, just like tapping out.
Oh no, it fucking did that on purpose. It literally saw this picture and said, nope.
Nope.
It didn't. Nope.
Yes,
No.
this is real. Yes, this is him.
That is really the sexiness of Jamie.
Disgusting.
That is the sexiness.
Manatee grossness with those pubic hairs on his chest. Ugh. Oh, you know what? When you touch his skin, there's absolutely like no muscle mass whatsoever. It's just,
You know what would be even better?
squeezing a wet sponge.
The clamminess under his boobs.
Wow. I'm ashamed to say that I was touching myself when you said that.
Here's what Sam said, which I thought was pretty, I appreciate.
No, he's great. And by the way, he's single, ladies. He's single, unless you count the memory foam pillow he cut the hole in. I also heard about the cam girl and the peanut butter. Yeah. Oh, my sister, you son of a bitch.
That dog was my sister. So, you know what, JD? Sorry that you'll never be able to get away from the peanut butter licking dog.
Yeah, I mean, this guy was worried about those tests they were doing on the air when he asked a cam girl and had a cam girl put peanut butter on her privates and have a dog lick it off.
Yes.
Yeah, no, you're right. Those tests you did on the air are gonna really keep you from getting hired.
Well, as long as he doesn't do the badass, then
the badass.
The
Such
badass.
disgrace. Okay, then he goes to the writing pit where all the assholes all sit together as one big happy family.
38th floor.
And the 30th floor. So here we go.
And when he saw that, when Triumph saw just piles of humanity on top of each other, he had some fun.
Look at this bullpen. My God. It looks like a kill shelter for fat white guys. I'm so proud of Jason. You know, Jason used to be morbidly obese, but after years of hard work and dieting with Nutrisystem, he's now just ugly. Seriously, you look like someone had 5 seconds to quickly draw a Jew.
Oh, Jesus.
Quickly draw.
You have a wife and a small child, but now that I've met you, I realize that those are the same person. John Hine, the creator of the famous Jump the Shark website. True. Is it true that you take your burgers plain because your body secretes its own mayonnaise? Always great to see.
Okay, what is this, Monique? What is this?
The JD picture in context. I would preview it first, not
I
to
can't
say that.
grab it,
We
though.
can't even do that.
Yeah, I don't think I can grab it, unfortunately.
That is the Jason one was probably the funniest thing he said.
Yeah. Hey,
somebody had 5 seconds to draw a Jew.
Can you, Artisanal, can you send that to me at radiogunk@gmail.com so that I can take a look at it before we, and who is this bent over here? That's kind of curious. What's going on? Over there?
What?
Isn't that somebody like bent over right there with like hair and that's like a back?
That would be. It does look like that, doesn't it?
Yeah, and you're right, Jeremy. This shows you how freaked out they are to have a comedian on. They have to screen everything in advance and can't have him on live anymore like in the past.
Yeah, they had a pre-recorded and probably cut probably half the stuff he said.
Yeah, I'm sure you're right.
At least half the stuff.
Yeah, I wish I could take this out of context from Imgur, but I can't unless you email it to me, okay? And then I promise you I'll share it with the crew, but I can't
I
do
have
it.
a feeling this is even grosser than we think.
Oh, maybe I can grab it from YouTube, right? Can't I do that?
Because I have a feeling I think I know when this was.
Let me see. I could.
And this may be grosser than you think.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry to hear that. Let me see if I can do it from the YouTube.
I had such a nice dinner. I had brajol, I had a little spaghetti. We had some dessert, a very nice pistachio cake.
Well,
and it's all going to come right back up when we go any further on this.
Yeah, I'm on YouTube right now so that I can see the. Oh, it wasn't on YouTube. It was on Twitch. Okay, then I really can't see it. I'm sorry. We're gonna have to. Sadly, we'll have to move on. Oh, okay. Let's see. F. Mary Kill. Kaplan, Gary, JD. That's tough.
That's like jump off a building.
Okay. All right. Gun to head. And this is, do not hold me to this because I will deny it. I would.
I think I have the answer for you.
There's no way I would fuck JD or Kaplan.
But Kaplan has no money. Gary has money.
That's true. I
So
would marry
he's
Gary.
when you marry him.
Yeah, I would marry Gary.
But, I mean, at least Case and Chaplin kind of looks like a human being.
Okay, see? Yes, this is real. Here's the picture. Hold on. I'm going to remove
Processing.
yours.
Processing.
I have to remove yours first so that I can.
I'll do it right now. I just did it.
Yes. Okay, here we go. There we go. That is a real picture. There's Richie Wilson.
Yep.
There's JD looking at a girl who's bending over.
Yep.
This is, it's Tabitha Stevens. Of course it is.
Yes, of course it's Tabitha Stevens. And that's what I mean. I just got a little
How tall
sick.
is JD? I mean, we know how tall Richie is.
Richie's not that tall.
Richie's not that tall.
I know he's a fidget. And
so
he's a little shorter than you.
Probably.
He's
probably
shorter than you.
No. Yeah. Well, what I'm saying in context, we know how tall Richie is, but JD is noticeably shorter than him.
Well, his legs are spread.
I'm gonna say
okay.
Like 5'8".
5'8" wide, 5'8" high.
Yeah. That is just.
Oh my God, I'm just so nauseous. Poor Tabitha Stevens. Jesus Christ, you clean your body with bleach.
Isn't she the same one who gave a blowjob to Bigfoot?
Yes, I mean this poor girl. There's no damage in life that you should deserve that.
There's no leg.
Nothing in life you should deserve that.
It's pretty disgusting. Gary does not have a penny, Dennis. Before he sold the mansion, we found out at 60 years old he had an 80% mortgage on that house and a second mortgage. Oh, really?
I don't think that's true.
Yeah, he made a shit ton of money.
He made a shit ton of money. Dude, I seriously doubt he was that deep in the hole. He's been making 6 figures. No, actually 7 or 8 figures.
But didn't he send 2 kids to
years.
college and his wife doesn't work, right?
So what?
But he also drives. He has multiple cars.
When you're making that much money, you can afford that. It's okay.
It wasn't anywhere great. He went to Syracuse.
$2 or $3 million a year. You can afford it. You can afford it. It's okay. All right. So after Triumph was gone, he then had a conversation with Robert Schmiegel for a while, which of course led me and Xavier to do the phenomenal Triumph Goes to Comic-Con, which I thought was phenomenal, which we watched earlier today. But then he had Tan Mom on. A lot of people really liked this bit for some reason because they liked Mamet and Wilding doing the Tan Mom thing. So I want you to hear Tan Mom on this, and then I'm going to play you a clip from Alyssa Jordana's show so you can see what Tan Mom is really like on a daily basis. All right, here we go. Oh, I didn't finish the F, Marry, Kill.
No, you didn't.
I don't want to.
You don't want to.
I would marry Gary. I would fuck. This is tough.
It's Case and Chaplin. Because you don't want to go anywhere near fucking JD.
I can't do either of them. I can't imagine.
I mean, just remember how hairy Case and Chaplin is. It's like a warm, a warm blanket.
And he probably smells like a brie cheese.
I cannot. There's no money involved. I'm not doing it. I can't.
Because he looks like a caterpillar now. He lost all that weight.
Oh, disgusting. All right. So here's a little Tan Mom for listening pleasure. This was towards the end of the show because I only have one clip left. So here's Tan Mom.
She was trying to mentally set herself up to show up and have nobody be there, I think is what was happening.
I mean, even divas have moments of doubt. Here we go.
We don't know what's going to happen tonight. So
fucked up that she said.
I think in my heart it will be good. I don't know. If I sit there for more than 5 minutes and no one attends, I leave.
All right, we're here.
Is changing.
You're about to meet.
This is actually like beating up a retarded person.
Well, it is. She has plates in her head. I mean, this is really. I mean, you really, this is actually this is cruel. It's not even bordering on cruel. This is actually cruel.
Oh, you want to see Cruel? I'll give you Cruel because here she is with Alyssa.
Oh God, yeah, this
This
bitch.
This is just fantastical.
Mom, why'd you do that? It went on my foot. It went on my foot. Tan Mom, why?
Look at her.
You can't do that. That's actually assault, what just happened.
That's funny that she would say that.
Yes, exactly. You know what assault is, there, honey.
On my foot. Look at my nice foot.
You know what, Alyssa?
You just assaulted me. Why would you do
I
that?
did not assault you.
That was assault. Look what you did to the plate.
She's such
This is dangerous, breaking the plate. I gotta clean. I respect.
Wow, that is sad.
I respect for property. It's so wrong. Very bad, Tan Mom. I'm gonna clean up. I'm gonna try to clean up. That blood?
Yeah, it's blood. I don't give a shit what they think.
I think I should just go.
Wait, the bus bomb?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. She's a mess.
Whoa.
You want to go to the bathroom? You all right?
No, this is how this is what they know she is, and so
I'm so sorry, John.
this is who they, as a group, all abuse. That's what they
Can you
do.
watch my cart? I'll be right back.
They all abuse her.
Jesus wept.
No, I heard.
She
I
really
don't
is
shut my
wreckage.
music off for anybody.
The thing is, her 15 minutes ended like 20 years ago.
Oh, not only that, she became famous because of child abuse.
That is true also.
That is why she became famous.
check
People believe she's just some charming personality, man.
What? You wouldn't have half the shit if I wasn't on this air.
I mean, I wouldn't be streaming if it wasn't for you today. That's for sure. I wanted to have the day off, but you wanted.
You know what it reminds me of?
What?
Remember Aunt Magda and What About Mary?
Oh, she reminds you of that person?
Yeah.
Something about Mary?
Yeah.
Not Cameron Diaz.
No, the girl with the dog.
Magda, we know.
The cum in her hair. That's she said. I want to promote my book. So I said, okay, I'd love to do that.
We had
So this is recent?
a good time. Drop it.
I mean, it's just so fucked up. This is 3 months ago.
Okay. So that's how old this audio is they played today. It's like 3 fucking months old.
I don't know about that. I think that she had a book signing. I don't know when it was. I don't know anything about it, but
I can look it up.
All right, let's play the end of the show and then we'll play another clip or two. Here we go.
Here it is. That's the report I promised you. The boys, Mehmet and Chris, went over. They covered that thoroughly, and I think they did a wonderful job. I'll give them a very nice job. to Mehmet and
Absolutely.
Chris. Very
Every
nice.
aspect. We got the whole, it was like being there.
I felt like I didn't have to go because it was great. Anyway, next week on Howard 101, Stern Show Storytellers, John Hine hosting with special guest Adam Pally, Jackie Johnson, Madison from the Lithium Channel, and more to play tapes of the greatest celebrity stories ever told on this show, The Howard Stern Show. All next week on Howard 101. And Seth Rogen on Wednesday. And yeah, I think that's it. And thank you, Bob Smigel. There's going to be a great comedy show over at the Beacon hosted by Jon Stewart and raising money to help with autism and people who have autism.
Down tempo. I decided not to do that.
On
Wanna make
March
sure to-
31st.
Look at you remembering the date. I forgot it, Robin. You have a steel trap mind. We always say that about you. All right. We'll see you next time. Bye.
That's that. That's that.
You know, it's so weird though. They're doing something on 101, but they're having live shows. Isn't that kind of strange? Usually that's not the MO on this station. It's just so weird.
It is.
It's almost like they had it pre-done, but then the wedding came up, and then he moved his vacation from next week.
Well, I have a question. I'll throw it out to all of you.
Sure.
Is anybody Biznick in the Philadelphia, Pennsylvania area
Bisnick.
who would like to go to a meet and greet with radio pranksters Richard Christie and Sal Governale. Pennsylvania, get ready. On Saturday, March 15th from 3 to 8 p.m., we are bringing the Hey Now energy to Sokobad.
Wow.
Join us as Richard Christie and Sal Governale take over for an epic St. Patrick's Day meet and greet Korean style. Come grab some legendary Korean fried chicken, meet these two icons, and celebrate St. Patty's Day Soko bag style with cold beer, great fruit food, and pure chaos. Soko Bag, Phoenixville's home for wings, beer, and sports. Don't miss the chance to hang with Richard and Sal. Is there anybody who lives anywhere close to Phoenixville, which is outside of Philly somewhere?
Bisnick.
Bisnick. It was amazing. I will pay for you to get in, and your only thing that you have to do in return is take a picture with them and ask them if they ever heard of RadioGunk.
We have several Philadelphia.
We do.
People.
Yes.
Sin Luhu.
Come on, you get in for free.
There's other people.
You get to clown these two, and that's great.
I think it would be fun. So yeah, so if you're interested, email me at radiogunk@gmail.com and I will set you up. So there's that. All right, and that's gonna be it for us tonight. I definitely have a fever, and I'm done with these miscreants. Honestly, I just can't even. I just had to go back to this really quickly because yeah, that's
really.
I'm going to keep this now because this is.
I mean, Tabitha Stevens looks like she's a different species of animal.
She is.
Obviously.
She is.
I mean, that is
blowing.
That is,
seriously, blowing Bigfoot is probably the most disgusting thing I think I've ever seen a human being do. I mean, I just can't imagine the smell of that. I can't. No part of me that would think that that's something that a human being should ever do. That's all. Whatever. But that's just me. All right, Jackie.
On that note,
yeah, what's going on in DJ's Classic Garage, Dennis?
I just dropped my video on the excitement of vacuum advance and little tips and tricks and stuff when you're working on your distributor on your old car, so bad things don't happen, because you don't want to have bad things happen when you're working on that.
Indeed, sir. Yes. Indeed. Okay,
and
so
what?
What's it titled? What's the title?
It is what the hell is the title of that one?
Ah, look at you.
Yeah, fixing your car's vacuum advance for better highway miles per gallon.
I might change that and lie and say 5 ways to fix your car.
I can say 4 ways.
4 ways, yes. That
I can still do that.
The number is always key.
I know they are. This had a pretty high rating, but I can always do that.
Yes, Laundry Room, you were a good boy today and saved your comments for the end of the show. Yes, you were. Yes, you were. You're being a good boy. Very good. Thank you. All right. So yeah, that was our week. I don't know about a Patreon show this weekend. I do have some guests staying with me,
and I have a St. Patrick's Day parade on Saturday.
I'm sorry to hear that.
The highlight is going to be just drinking.
Really,
the parade itself sucks. So yeah,
I can't tell you how many times in Manhattan I saw fully dressed in regalia, firemen, policemen, etc., banging girls on top of cars.
Only this parade was half as interesting as that.
Yes.
It is in downtown Tampa.
Yeah,
There'll be hundreds of people there. Yeah. Hundreds of people.
Yeah, sorry.
And yeah, I'm just because I have friends there, and I'll just be drinking some Irish whiskey I just bought because why not?
Because why not?
And beer I help make. Why not? And then I'll go smoke cigars and make a whole day of it.
All right, fun. I'm sure that breath will be wonderful by the time you get home. We've had enough puzzle.
Sleep.
Exactly. You've had enough puzzle for today. You've had enough gunk for today, and we thank you all for again joining us for this week's worth of bullshit. It was as bad as you all thought it was. Perhaps
even worse.
Perhaps worse. But there's a stark reality. Started me thinking about it today that it might in fact come to an end in December. We don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Today that was weird. Honestly, that was one of the weirdest statements because that set up phone call. Nothing happens without a reason. I'm still gonna go. Those negotiations are going pretty fucking bad because look at Sirius. They are in the shitter at this point.
Yes, they are.
And they have no clue what they're
he's
doing.
not in a catbird seat of negotiation. That's the God's honest truth. Because other people are doing bigger, better, faster turn.
A turn from Seinfeld.
Cheaper shows.
Turn
Even
from
though he's giving them
Seinfeld.
100 million.
He doesn't
That's
have
100
hand.
million in 5 years. So that's like 20 million a year, not 90 million like you fucking douchebag.
Yeah, he doesn't have hand.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. All right. So yeah, thank you, Autobot Al, for coming on and playing with us this week. We'll probably have Mr. Judy on at some point next week as well, because he wanted to come on tonight, but he got busy. And Xavier, hope all is well in your world. Thank you.
Hey.
Spending your quality time with us. And Dennis, of course.
Yes.
You know how much I love you. All right. So have a good night, everybody. We shall see you non-anon, as Autobot Al just said. But we'll see you again at some point in the near future. So goodbye. Goodbye.
Thanks for hanging with us tonight. Please join us for any discussion at radiogunk.com in the forum section. Follow us on Instagram or Twitter at RadioGunk. And don't forget to like this and subscribe to us and hit that little bell so that you know when we're going to have a new show. Thanks.